Let's see the session fixation attack in action. We're going to use OWASP Broken Web Applications and Kali for this demo. First, go to OWASP Broken Web Applications page using its IP address or the domain name if you defined it in the host file. I use owaspbwa.com domain name, which is mapped with the IP address of the host machine. On the main page of the OWASP BWA app, click OWASP WebGoat link. Authenticate using /OWASP BWA credential. Click the Start WebGoat button at the bottom of the page. Now on the tree at the left-hand side of the page, expand Session Management Flaws node and select the Session Fixation link. In this scenario, victim Jane has an account in Goat Hills Financial, and the web application of the finance service is vulnerable to session fixation. Now, in the first stage, you're Hacker Joe. You'll prepare a phishing email as if it's sent by Goat Hills Financial, and it will contain a link where the session is fixed. In the explanation stage of stage 1 on the web page, we know that the name of the session ID variable is SID. Find the link inside the prepared email and change it with a valid link first. Then put an ampersand at the end of the URL to add a new parameter and type SID equals session for Jane. Now, session for Jane is an arbitrary session ID given by me. You can give it anything you want, just don't forget it. To send the email to the victim Jane, click the Send Mail button. Now we're in stage 2. We are the victim Jane in this stage who has got an email from Goat Hills Financial. The email contains a link. When we bring the mouse pointer on the link, we see the URL address that the link points to. It is a legitimate Goat Hills Financial link, so the victim clicks the link with no doubt. But the SID is set by the hacker at this point. In stage 3, you're still the victim Jane. When Jane clicks the link, the login page of Goat Hills Financial opens. As it's seen in the explanation of stage 3, you can log into the app using Jane/Tarzan credential. Did you see the session ID parameter inside the URL? Enter the username and the password and click Login. Now we are in the final stage. We are now Hacker Joe. It's time to steal the session of Jane. Try to go to the web page of Goat Hills Financial. Now, since Hacker Joe does not have a valid session, the app redirects him to the login page. Look at the URL. The session ID of Jack is no valid session. Change it with the session ID with the one you sent to victim Jane. In my demo, it was session for Jane, and hit enter. Now, as Hacker Joe, you're inside the Goat Hill Financial's website as Jane.